ऐसा आएगा ना छाया आएगा आपके बाकी लोग किधर है ये सो रहे हैं पहले पता चला ये भी लगा कुछ perhaps one day we'll just match after two related to this series उनसे contest का वो ना different cricket so what is the confidence level of the after
Look, I'm not involved in red ball cricket, so we've got a lot of different players. In fact, the majority of the players weren't even involved in red ball. I think there's 4 players from the test squad. We've been training in Lahore for the last 10 days, played a number of warm-up games, and very much been focused on this series. So, there's confidence in terms of our white ball. Made real good progress in the last 12 months. So we can't allow one form to flow into another.
Mike, if you look at the timeline of got a minute from the captain as well. Then he got the ODI captain and dropped from the ODI squad as well. And on your recommendation, said that change of captaincy. So why so harsh to choose when the youth coaching for Mohammad Rizwan because he has 65 around average in ODI World Cup and got 250 in the last 5 years.
So most of the comments you made were completely incorrect. So by the time I arrived, T20 Rizwan was not in the T20 squad. He certainly wasn't captain. So he has not been playing T20 cricket since I've been involved. In terms of ODIs, yes, Mohammad Rizwan started as captain in the West Indies, and we felt we needed a change at the end of that series. That's because we'd won 2 games throughout the 12 months. So the team hadn't performed. So I'm sure you look at 2 things. You look at individual numbers. You also look at how you can maximise the team performance. So we felt we wanted to make a change from a captaincy point of view. In terms of for this series, you would have noticed in the Bangladesh one-day series we made a number of changes to bring in some new players, and Mohammad Rizwan was still in that squad. And coming into this series, we've made a couple of other changes because in 18 months' time we have a World Cup. So we need to look at the options we have from a wicket-keeping point of view, and that was something that the selection panel decided. Look, we've had a number of series together, so we've certainly mentioned many work-ons throughout those series that we want to see from him, as we do with every player.
Mike, 10 matches prior to the World Cup preparation, do you really think are sufficient for the World Cup strategy? And secondly, do you really think bowling is the power play and batting in the middle phase?
Well, certainly 10 games is not enough, but that's 10 games up until the end of this cycle. There are still many other games that are being planned between there and the World Cup. So, we'll have probably at least that again. And that's in the process of being planned in the next Future Tours program. Look, we have many work-ons in one-day cricket. Certainly power play with the ball is a big one for us in terms of taking wickets in the power play. That's something that we haven't been particularly good at over the last 12 months. And we're trying to find not only the players, but the players that we bring in have to be able to do that on a consistent basis. So it's not always. Sorry, I'm just still finishing the question. And in the batting in the middle order is definitely an area where we need to improve in terms of increasing that probably strike rate through the middle to take a little bit of pressure off at the back end from a scoring perspective. The last series before World Cup, very different format. So different players, different format. We'll take those that were involved in that series. Will take an element of confidence from that, but different time of year. You can't compare the two. We know Australia from a one-day perspective won a lot of World Cups. Their one-day record has always been exceptional, and Pakistan traditionally has struggled to beat them at times. So we're certainly putting together a squad that not only we think will do well for this, but will give us an opportunity to see if some of these young guys are going to be ready moving forward. Why is there a need of
any other not? Why did they maybe other as well?
Look, I'm unsure. I'm unsure why that was done.
Like last question, keeping the South African conditions during the World Cup in mind, why someone for the fast bowling all over Pakistan?
Yeah, I mean, we're this is not really the series for that. I mean, the conditions at this time of year are obviously a lot drier, a lot hotter, so the need for the fast bowling all rounder. But we're trying to develop two or three. Ahmed Danielle we've brought into the squad, and he's batted at seven in different times. So he's certainly one of many that we're looking at. But as I said, we're holding a number of camps. We've got other tours outside of the national team that we can look at some players as well. So just going back to your point, I mean, Salman Ali Aga has been vice captain for the last five tours.
There wasn't any more full announcement.
I'm unsure about an announcement, but within the team, he's always been the vice captain.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.